YouTube, we back at it, y'all. Back at it, back on the road, man. Actually headed to church, man. Dad preaching today. So, but I was talking to myself, and what was I talking to myself about? About I have to go get an oil change tomorrow. And I was just like, how I was talking to myself about how I don't like to procrastinate, and like, I think how you lack in one area in your life, it shows in another. And I was like, man, and this is the type of stuff I literally be talking to myself a lot, y'all. And I was telling myself, like, man, if I'm lacking on this in personal, and I'm lacking on my day-to-day stuff, then my business is gonna be lacking too. And it's like anything I do that's lacking in my personal life is gonna translate in my business. And I was saying, like, a lot of people aren't rich because they're not successful in their personal life, so they can't be successful in a business. And a business is a system, and the way to become wealthy is truly to build a system that is pretty much is a set or forget it, some type of thing, or something that works to where you don't really have to be involved to make your money. Like, cool, you can still be considered rich, in my opinion, if you have a whole lot of money. We won't even have to put a number on it, but I don't think you're wealthy, in my opinion, or even my level of rich, until you don't have to work for your money, as in you don't have to be present to get your money, because the real value of money is freedom, in my opinion. So I was saying that, like, the only way to get that type of freedom and real value of richness or wealth is to build a system. And you can't have a strong system and a strong business if you're not handling your day-to-day business, because if you lack on your personal life, most likely you're going to lack in your business life. If you don't know how to remember to budget and, get your oil change at a certain time and keep your house organized, and if you're losing different little things and don't know what stuff is in your house, then how you going to do that with a whole business and a whole system, which doesn't 100% directly affect you physically? I mean, it could, if you build the system up strong enough. Your income can be tied, and your livelihood can be tied to that business and that system that you do or don't build. So I'm saying this to say, y'all, it's really, really important to, if you want to become free, and in my opinion, the way to become free is to build a system that works. You have to concentrate on making sure that your personal affairs are in order first, so you can translate that level of organization and order into a business/system, which will reflect what you already do on your own in your own personal life. That is a very important thing, y'all. Like, make sure that your life is in order. Be organized in one area. Most likely, you should be able to be organized in another. Some people aren't like that. Some people just are put a lot of energy, and I think most people put a lot of energy in the things they love, and those things look really well, and then the things they don't love, they don't look really well. Well, you know what? There's a lot of people who are wealthy who still do that. They just love their system, and the things they don't love, they pay other people to do. And if they're really smart, they do that even before their system is scaled, as in big and making a lot of money. As in, hey, if I don't like doing marketing, or I'm not well at it, which is something I think is personal to me, I'm working on. If I'm not actually, I think I'm great at marketing. I think my consistency is not as much as it should be, and that's where I fail at marketing. Let me correct that. So I'm saying it to say, if you, even in your system, if you don't like something and you feel like because you don't like it, you're not performing well at it, and it's not getting the result that it deserves for your whole business, and it's kind of making your business fall to the wayside, then pay somebody else to do what you don't love, so you can still feel like it can get that love and that TLC that it needs, so it can reflect greatly in your business with everything else, and it's uniform and it's aligned and everything's somewhat cohesive, and you don't look like you're failing in one area in your life because it's something that you don't love. So I think that's important for us to understand, y'all, and take a real grasp at, like, how we affecting ourselves on a day-to-day, and the reality, the neglect that you have in your personal life is going to reflect into neglect that you have into your business, which you will never be able to come free from your system or a business. And if you consider the things that I just said earlier, you'll never be able to come free in general, because even if you are, and I think I used this example when I was talking to myself, even if you were somebody who was working 9 to 5, and your goal was to, be like a trader or a day trader or an investor, you still will have to be consistent enough to where that thing can help you become free by a certain amount of time. Even if you want to just retire earlier than most people, and not super early, and which is like the outlier, like people who retire in their 30s, 20s, 40s. even if you want to retire by like 45, 50, you would still have to be organized in a system that's built, even if you're like working a 9-to-5 job and every so often you're just trading and you're like, okay, I'm just dollar cost averaging into my portfolio, which is building up, and eventually in 15, 20 years, I have enough to sit my butt down, go on an island or somewhere, vacate, go to Miami or something. Like, even if you were to do that, you still would have to like have a system in place and be strong enough to be able to say, you know what, I have to be diligent on what I do every day. I have to make sure I'm paying attention. I have to make sure I'm budgeting my dollars. I have to make sure I'm putting my money in the right place, to make sure that it's doing well, to make sure I'm organized, to make sure I'm not missing anything, missing any alerts, missing any updates. So it still requires a discipline that you should have to build intrinsically first, and should I say inward, and then it will show on the outside and to everything else, y'all. So I didn't have too much to share on that. I just wanted to share that with y'all, that if you want to be successful and free in your by way of your business and system, you have to be organized first in your personal life. So your personal organization is a reflection of your business and professional organization, which could potentially free you and give you the lifestyle that you want. I think that we all are somewhat deserve if we're willing to do the work. And I think it's our birthright, but it does come with a caveat of, I think, while we exist and was created in general in this universe, is the journey is more important than the destination, and everything is about who you're becoming. So it's not about what you have, it's about what you become, the person that you become for the sake of what you have or don't have. And I think that's something that I think I really take a lot of pride in. You know, I already had a conversation. If y'all go check that video out, I try to put in the description about use these words. These are the words that, you know, financially free people use. So it's important to be a man, be a woman, be a man of your word. And your word is your bond is your trust is your reliability is your value, and your value is your money. And if you see it like that, y'all, I think you'll start making sure that you stay true to your words and your little tasks that you tell yourself every day. They say white lies, I call them white promises. The little small promises that you make to yourself about the man that you want to be, about the woman that you aspire to be. I think your life will become great, y'all. So like I said, I'm not trying to put too much on here, but hopefully that's helpful, man, and y'all can really, you know, take advantage of that and see some insight on that. Like, you know what? I don't have a successful business, most likely because my life outside of my business is not even in order. You know, it's even me. I have a publishing company, a full-blown LLC. I have a company in the West Coast that helps me with my minutes and document. I still fall negligent on that because it's a lot of work. But, you know, a part of it was me paying extra money to get a company to do certain things so I can stay in active status with my LLC and my business and my company. But it still requires me to do my lift and do my part and do my part of what it takes to keep myself in good standing. But even that requires, like, okay, I got to be on top of this, and I'm still working on it in a certain level. So it's really about a lot of things that are inside, and then it's a lot that has to do with just like who you are in general, like your personal problems with yourself and time management and the person that you want to become and all of these different things, man. And I think if you really look at it from that perspective, you'll start taking a more of a responsible approach to life and just how you deal with the things that come with life and the issues that come with life. And you'll look at it and be like, you know what? My money is not where it wants to be because I haven't built something big enough to give me a lot of money. And the thing that you're building probably could actually be something if you was building it the right way. And it starts from who you are first. It starts from who I am as a person. It starts from who Julian is as a person, as a man first, and who I am as an individual. And then how I can take those same characteristics and those traits into my professional life, to my entrepreneurial life, into my, you know, systematic business creating life world, and being able to see like, okay, they align. You know, that's why I pride myself on having a clean car, a clean house, clean mouth, like just everything. It matches. When somebody looks at my stuff, they're like, dang, that don't like. They're like, that doesn't fit. And for a while, there was things that didn't fit in my life, like, you know. I'd be doing drugs, and, you know, I have a clean car, but I'd be doing drugs. So it's like, well, like, you know, okay, cool. At least I'm not like a messy, dirty, you know, drug dealer slash, you know, drug user. But it still wasn't the level of cleanliness that I think I needed to match who I was and stuff. So that's it, y'all. I think I got the point across. Remember to like, subscribe, share, follow. Look, another thing, I just said it right there. I got to work. I tell myself I'm going to try to say it 3 times in a video, and I think I've only said it 1 time, and I've had 132 videos. So something that I'm still working on, man. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Tell me where y'all from. I want to know about some of the people that's viewing, man, just to know, just so I can get more insight on what's going on, y'all perspective, give me some advice. But yeah, remember to stay well, be conscious. It is the first day of December, the last month of 2024, y'all. Let's turn up. Let's go. Last month of 2024. You know what I mean? Man, this year was 2024. Last year in 2023, at the end of 2023, I was like, man, 2024 is hair glow, skin glow, hair growth 2024. I can say we have had some hair growth, a little hair loss, but we still working on that. Some skin glowing, you know what I mean? But yes, last month, 2024, y'all. So remember to stay well, be conscious, and write y'all world into existence. Love.